Hello, welcome to the Climb to 1800. Now, if you've been watching, you might realize that I missed yesterday. I am very sorry about that. I will not make it a habit. It is just that yesterday was Ivy Day, which is when all the Ivy Leagues come out, and today was the day that Stanford came out. And I am very excited to report that I will be going to Stanford in the fall semester of this coming year. So very excited about that. I just didn't post because I was so nervous. I could barely think. I could barely even look at a chessboard. But now I'm obviously feeling very relaxed and very in the mood to play chess. So we are up against a 1566. And to be fully honest, I didn't play chess at all yesterday. So I'm expecting to be a little bit rusty, but if I get rusty after one day, that doesn't say great things about me, right? Okay, they go for the full exchange. And then they play d6. They played it pretty quickly, so I assume that they play this a lot, but I don't know it, so I'm just going to play knight c3. How wrong can you get, right? And okay, so they attack my pawn, just normal development, I believe. I don't think there's anything crazy happening. I like to pin, but it's usually wrong, so I don't think that's really the move here. I'm thinking just probably bishop d3, no reason to overthink it. Yeah, I actually feel like kind of out of it right now. Just, well, for one, because I still can't believe that I got into Stanford. I'm honestly just so grateful, and I have incredible parents and everything, so we're really grateful for all of that. But also, for some reason, I just can't see the chessboard right now. And I believe it's just because this is the first time that I've been playing it in a few days, or not a few days, in one day. And I mean, I played 2 days ago, so. Opponent is playing literally instantly, which does not make me feel good. Okay, they joined in 2016. Wow, they have a way older chess account than me. Okay, pinning looks reasonable, but it looks kind of useless. I need a development strategy because I can't just be putting my pieces down randomly. I want to play for f4 at some point, but I don't think it's the time for that yet. Maybe f3 is the move first, stabilizing a little bit. I think that the most non-committal move that makes sense is playing knight d2. I mean, bishop d2. I could also probably play for e5, but then after captures. I just don't really like that position because it's, I don't know. I like to keep the queens on the board for a little bit longer. So we're just going to play queen d2. Queen d2, what am I talking about? Bishop d2. It's also 12 a.m. for me right now, midnight, so. Enough excuses, though. Let's just get to playing. By the way, I just realized, after playing e5, if they take, which they kind of have to, I guess they don't have to, but I feel like that would be the better option for them versus moving the knight. I can just recapture with my queen, keep queens on the board, and then I might actually have a little bit of an attack. But now I'm actually realizing after e5, it might be fully reasonable for them to play knight d7, and then after capture with the bishop, and have a strong dark squared control. So yes, this game is looking to go in a bit of a more closed style than the usual Scotch. And you guys know how much I like open positions, so I'm not crazy about it so far. But we will see how things go. We will certainly see. An opponent is thinking now. I don't know why they didn't before. Maybe they were just confident in the moves. Also, I might be able to play for knight d5 and capture with the e-pawn. Kind of clamp down a little bit after my pawn goes there. The problem is after knight d5, they actually don't even... Okay, that's a weird move. Let me think about what they're playing for, though, because I assume that they have an idea. The obvious move is c5. But I don't think that's actually that strong because I drop my queen back and then they have a pretty serious weakness on d6. And I mean, I feel like I could take advantage of it instantly by moving my bishop in. But that might not accomplish too much. I could also trade light squared bishops to make this weakness a bit harder for them to defend. I actually do like that quite a bit. But what happens after I push e5? If they move back, I takes. Doesn't look too great for me. If I play knight e5 right now, then they play c5. First I take with check, takes, then I move and I lose the b2 pawn. So I can't do that. Oh, but I take the bishop is the key there. You know what? I actually really like playing knight d5 here because they're kind of forced to capture. Otherwise, I'm going to take their dark squared bishop. And then I'll recapture their light squared bishop. Will probably have to go back to d7. And then I'll just play c4 and I'll be totally chilling. So let's do it. I feel like that's a strong move. If they play c5 first, obviously we take on e7 with check. So our queen will not be hanging. We're not going to Botez Gambit this, if at all possible. But yeah, it feels good to be back playing chess. Even one day out of the groove feels weird now because it's part of my daily habit. It's part of my daily routine. And hopefully I haven't lost it all in one day. Although I feel like that would be pretty hard to do. So I do have hope that it's going to come back pretty quickly. Hopefully. And now that college is over, just the massive stress that was on my shoulders has loosened pretty darn considerably. Obviously, now I have to worry about, keeping up my grades. I'm thinking about majors. I'm considering economics. And instead of any move I was thinking that they were going to play, they opt for knight to g5. G4, I mean. What's the idea there? Okay, maybe the idea is to get to e5, which does seem reasonable. However, I see no reason not to take their dark squared bishop. So I'm just going to do it. Okay, now I assume that they want to put the knight there, but do I even need to stop that? I'm not sure that the knight is that strong there. Because I can always push it away with f4. In fact, I wanted to play f4 anyway. The main annoying part is that after they play knight e5, they're attacking my light squared bishop. And obviously I can't just play this right now because then they play knight. Because then they take with the knight. So, yeah. Maybe I just improve my other rook, except that blunders the a2 pawn right now. But not really, because then I play b3 and their bishop is actually trapped. So I think I'm just going to play this. Kind of just gearing up for a future where we're fighting over the d and the e files. And again, they definitely, I'm confident to say, cannot take a2. Okay, they're going for checkmate. But I legitimately don't think that they have a threat. I mean, obviously the threat right now is to take here, but is there anything beyond that? How do I want to defend it? I feel like playing bishop to or playing h3 would actually kind of, in a weird way, play into their hands. Because they wanted to move the knight to d5 anyway, to e5 anyway. Instead, playing a move like bishop to f4 might achieve the same thing, defending the h2 pawn, but now it keeps an eye on the e5 square and it opens up my rook a little bit more. So I do believe that this is probably a reasonable move, so I'm going to play it. Wait, let me make sure that they don't have it, because this is an undefended bishop. Do they have any useful discoveries? They actually... So after here, they can go here, but then I take and I defend. So no. After I go here, they can go there, but then I just capture. here. I can, yeah, okay. So they have no really useful discoveries. So I'm going to play it. I think that that's a reasonable move. And I'm probably going to play bishop to d3, or sorry, to g3 on the next move, kicking their queen back a little bit. Just to kind of annoy them, maybe. Actually, maybe I won't play that if I don't have to. Again, the a2 pawn is not hanging because of b3. And this is turning into a more interesting game than I might have given it credit for, to be honest. I'm enjoying it so far. But definitely going to be pretty complicated. If they play knight e5, I'm probably going to play bishop g3, kicking their queen away a little bit, then move my light square bishop to probably b5. Instead, they bring in their rook. I don't think I can. I don't think I have any hope of ever trapping their queen, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm looking at pushing e5, but obviously that doesn't work right now. Bishop g3 seems reasonable, but it's kind of a one mover. H6 seems to have no real drawbacks. So I think I'm just going to play it. H6 is a move that you kind of want to include anyway. So I see nothing wrong with it. The only real drawback, I suppose, would be that after they play knight to f6, which I'm pretty confident they'll play, I do have to spend a tempo moving my bishop. However, I can just move it to g3 and win the tempo directly back. So yeah, I think it's a reasonable move. And they can't really go to e5 because then I'll take with the bishop and win a pawn, and the initiative. So they can't really do that. They're gonna have to move back to either f6 or h6, and I don't think that h6 makes much sense, especially considering that my bishop is already eyeing that square. And I can actually, after knight h6, I can probably play like queen e3 and then threaten to double the pawns. But I'm pretty confident that they'll play knight to h6, sorry, f6. What is with me misnaming the squares this entire video? I'm sorry. You guys know I don't normally do that. I normally just misname the pieces. So I don't know what's going on right now. Feels a bit weird, as this video, or this game, has seemed thus far anyway. Yeah, opponents thinking. I respect them for it. It seems like they were only blitzing out the opening, which, to be fair, I kind of did too, but now that the opening is over, you're both putting some considerable thought into it. And moving forward, I'm probably going to make it so that I only play people rated closer to me than this, because the rating disparity means that I'm going to lose 9 points if I lose this, which isn't the end of the world, obviously. I would still be 1600, but I feel like the maximum rating difference I want is probably 25 points below me or 200 points ahead of me. Really, I want to limit how much lower they can be much more than I want to limit how much higher they can be. Because if they're higher, I can learn a lot. And if they're lower, I can learn a lot too. But it's like, sure, I would learn, but I would also lose a lot of rating points. By the way, I know that ELO isn't synonymous with rating. However, I'm going to use them pretty much interchangeably, just because I feel like the vast majority of people understand it better that way, which I can't blame them because it makes more sense to me that way too. Just the phrasing. Okay, after a long think to play knight at f6. One thing I'm considering is that now the queen is kind of blocked off from the defense of this rook. So after I do this, I'm going to try to move my light squared bishop and then play h5, threatening a back rank mate of some sorts. So I think my move is pretty reasonable, or pretty clear. However, if I play this right now... if I play this right now, then takes... No. I have to play bishop to here first, I believe. I'm looking at... Okay, yeah, that move makes sense, actually. I kind of regret playing bishop g3 now, because now he has eyes on e5. Okay, you know what? I'm going to set up my plan. I'm going to set up my plan a little bit. My plan of playing e5 and taking and having a tactic with the queen. Oh, I can't play that because the queen would just take. Yeah, forget I drew that arrow, please. Okay, how do I want to chase him? Wait a minute. Do I have any tactics on his queen right now? If I play h5 and he goes up, then I do have a tactic. However, obviously he doesn't have to make that blunder. If I play h5, he could also go here. But then actually I would win a tempo by playing this. And then it's not so clear cut. Maybe f5 is a move here too, actually, now that I look at it. f5, where does he go? Oh wait, he has he has the a5 square as well. And I actually don't really want to let him get over there, so I'm probably not going to. I would hate to play a move like this. You know, I think I'm going to settle for bishop to e2 with the idea of playing e5 on the next move. Obviously, queen can't take. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to play bishop to e2. Pretty solid, pretty waiting. Don't see too much that can be wrong with it. This pawn isn't hanging. I can play bishop f3 if all goes to craziness on the next move. I do slightly regret that I gave him... Okay, that's a reasonable move, I think. I think that's a reasonable move because it stops my plans. But at the same time, I'm not sure my plans were worth stopping. I'm not sure they were that strong. Yeah, I have no attack against him now. The move's pretty annoying. In all honesty, I kind of wish I'd just played e5 on that turn and then taken with the queen. Then traded queens and probably had an attack. Yeah, e5 on the last move was probably correct. f4 is looking reasonable, except for the fact that it blocks in my bishop. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. f4, the queen has to move, and then I play f5. His bishop is hit. His bishop has to take on a2. I trap it. And I'm winning a piece there, so... Oh! Except for the fact that I immediately would blunder this pawn. Yeah, always gotta watch out for that. So instead of that plan, I think that I'm going to go to queen c2, defending this bishop, preparing f4, and hitting c7. Yeah. This move seems pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. Yeah, I really like queen c3. It's a bit waiting, but it doesn't blunder a bishop like I almost just did. Yeah, I was expecting that move, honestly. And now his bishop can escape, which is pretty annoying. If I really wanted to, I could play b4, kick out his knight, and then... But even then, I don't think it's worth it. f4, queen moves here, bishop moves. I'm not seeing why that's good for me at all. In fact, I'm not seeing how I'm making progress here. Here takes. Okay, I think it's about time to push f5. In the ideal world, I'd be able to pin his queen to his rook, but obviously the square is undefended. So that's not going to happen anytime soon, I think. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm ready to just push f5 or e5. If he moves forward, actually, then that would be a little bit annoying. But that would also create a pretty serious weakness for him. And it would clamp down on his position pretty darn considerably. So let's do it. Enough talk. Enough talk. We've already considered the ramifications. And I'm running low on time. And I'm running low on energy because I'm pretty tired. So let's see how they respond to that. I don't think I'm playing this game very well, to be honest. Oh, shoot. He has knight e4. It isn't the end of the world. But it isn't ideal. Yeah, it is not ideal at all. He's probably going to play it, honestly. Looks like a good move. Yeah, I should not have given him that. That was a mistake. If I could redo that, I'd probably just play it slowly, play like bishop d3 again or something. Yeah, and I fully blundered that, actually. I think that I'm probably losing after knight e4. But there's a chance he doesn't find it, which is never how you really want to play chess. Hoping that your opponent doesn't find things, but you know what? Sometimes it works. If it works, it works. If he takes with the pawn, I'm just going to take with the queen, then queen takes, bishop takes. After knight e4, though, I do have to consider what I'm going to do, because I'm not totally sure yet what I would do. Oh, what am I talking about? After this, I would probably just take this pawn. Yeah, after 90, actually, 94 might not be as strong as I thought it was, because it hangs the c7 pawn. He can attack me, try to win my c2. However, then I just win another one, and it looks like I'm just playing I'm just gobbling up his entire queen side. So maybe it isn't as clear cut as I thought it was a second ago, and I guess that's why he's taking a moment to calculate. But yeah, I need to make better use of my bishop. What's the word? The bishop inequality. Yeah, an inequality in chess is basically exactly what it sounds like. It's just something that differentiates one side from the other. And right now, that difference, or one of the differences, is that it's bishop, two bishops versus bishop and knight. Ooh, and I just broke my magnifying glass. Totally random, by the way. I was just doodling with it. Okay, so he does play the move. I'm a little bit surprised, because I didn't think he actually would, if I'm being honest. Because of queen takes c7. If I really wanted to, I could play this. But then, after knight takes, queen takes, pawn takes, he actually just straight up wins this pawn. So let's see. After I play here, does he? I guess he takes there, then takes, queen takes. But then I take. But then I play pawn takes, and it looks like this passer is pretty darn strong. So, you know what? You only live once, right? Let's just do it. You really do only live once. And this might get hectic if he plays rook c8. This might get pretty hectic. He does not, though. Okay, well, I only have one move here. I have to be very careful of this check if he takes back with the queen right now. It's important to note that rook c8 no longer works because I simply take on d6. By the way, after this capture... Wait, by the way, if he takes this pawn right now, I actually almost... Oh, no, I don't actually win because his queen is eyeing the d8 square, but it looked like I might for a moment. Yeah, this is gonna get pretty crazy. I can tell you that for free. And everything else for free, because this channel is not yet monetized. Okay, so he does end up taking with the queen. Fully reasonable. Okay. This pawn is now hanging. This check is incredibly scary. But at the same time, that does open up him up to a lot of discovery, so maybe not. I see nothing wrong with taking with the pawn. I do not, under any circumstances, really want to take with this this rook, because I mean, because it blunders a rook in one move. That's why. That's reason enough for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it. Honestly, I'm just gonna take it. I feel like he might check me on e3, but on second thought, it's... Uh-oh. Okay, I think I'm actually fine. But that is slightly annoying. I think I have to play bishop f3 to not lose. Yeah, bishop f3, and I'm not getting mated at least. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty important move, I think. Now, if he takes on d7... Oh, wait, no, he can't take on d7. What am I talking about? I was going to say I have to recapture with the queen, but that would lose him a rook, so that doesn't make much sense. Yeah, this is getting pretty crazy pretty fast. And I'm loving every second of it, because you know how much I like absurd positions. Actually, that's a bit of a lie. I'm not super crazy about them, but I like them as much as the next tactical chess player. And I would consider myself a tactical... Well, maybe not a tactical chess player yet, but a tactical loving chess player is probably the better way to say that. And by the way, I'm threatening rook e7 on the next move, which is pretty scary for him, if I do say so myself. Why do I say if I do say so myself so much? I've been saying that a lot this game. But you know what? If I do say so myself, it's a good phrase. Oh my gosh, that's actually so funny. If he plays rook c8 right now, I can actually just push my pawn to d7. Okay, my gut tells me that that move does not work. But my brain asks why. Actually, it might be totally reasonable on second thought. I guess he wants to double up his rooks. I mean, obviously I have to retreat my queen now. The only question is where to. I guess he wants to double up here, but if he doubles up, I can actually just take... Oh, no, I can't, because he can recapture with the bishop. Where to? I mean, I have to keep on defending this pawn, so I really only have one place to go, so I'm just gonna play it. Not gonna spend time where I don't need to. That's a big lesson I've learned. If you don't need to spend time, don't spend time. And his king safety is looking a little bit suspect, because I'm still threatening to play rook e7. And then after takes, it looks like I'm queening, because he'd have to move his rook. Huh. He continues to surprise me with his moves. Something is not sitting right with me. Let's see. Takes... Wait, doesn't that blunder? Because after takes... Don't I just win his rook? I think so. I think he just blundered. Yeah. He definitely just blundered. Rip. It was a normal game until that point. It was completely normal, actually. Okay, and now he tries for counterplay, but I don't think he's going to get it. I do not think he's going to get it. Okay, and now comes in... Oh, wow, that's kind of cool, actually. I give a check. He has to block like this. He only has one move. And then I play D7. Or actually, can I take first? Takes king over here. No, I cannot play takes first. But I can play this, because then after captures his mate, so... Yeah, this is the move. And as long as I'm not getting mated here or repetitions, no! I just got forced into a perpetual. No! Oh, wow, that's insane. Yeah, I just got perpetualed. There's nothing I can do. He's just going to go here and here forever. Unless he doesn't. Yeah, but obviously he is. Wow, no. Oh, that's so frustrating. Yeah, this is just a perpetual. There's nothing I can do. Wow. I mean, he has to go here. He's going to lose if he doesn't continue with the perpetual. That's absurd. Chess is such a fascinating game. I guess he's looking for something better, but he's not going to find it because it doesn't exist. But, wow. Yeah, I just wondered that. Here, it's just, absurd. Absurdly annoying, actually. Here, then he even has this check. Then I come up. Okay, let me just see if he messes up on one more move. Okay, no he doesn't, yeah. I'll offer the draw. Because this is just a draw. Dang it! I can't believe I just blundered that win. I mean, I'm sure until I played D7 that was fully winning for me, right? Yeah, all I had to do was play Queen E6 check first. Then, like, King H8. Then I push this. Oh, no. Then I play Rook F1. Oh, yeah. Oh, dang it. That's so frustrating. Oh, I wasn't looking for perpetuals. Oh, that was a terrible game, though. I played a brilliant move? Oh, I guess sacking the... That was not brilliant, though. That was just an obvious blunder, in my opinion. Wow. Okay, well, I guess I was true to my statement about not... Okay, I'm not going to review this too heavily. I guess I... Okay, I should have brought my bishop out to F4. I had a feeling that bishop F4 was the right move. I don't know why I didn't play it. But all this seems reasonable. Bishop D2 is inaccurate. Should have played knight D5 earlier. I played it here, but I should have played it even sooner, I suppose. Okay, so I'm surprised that knight G4 was actually his best move. I did not think it was. Then I blunder, but he misses it. Why is this a blunder? Why is this good? Don't I still have this? No. Oh, the difference is my queen isn't watching F2 anymore. Oh, so I did blunder, but he messed up the move order. Wow. Okay, so yeah, so opponent misses it, then I blunder. He misses it again. Still playing C5 here is a win for him for the sole reason that it forces my queen to stop looking at the F2 pawn. Wow. I guess h6 was the only move there, right? Or no? It wants me to sack this pawn. Okay, I would never do that in my life, but interesting that we both missed tactics. Okay, I should have gone bishop g3 earlier. Wow, this is really a bad game. I'm lucky I got away with the draw, honestly. Okay, I should have gone back to f1. I didn't say it, but I was actually looking at bishop f1, but I thought it looked too ridiculous to play, honestly. He missed another opportunity to punish me. Okay, he should have gone back, but then I would have just played here. But then takes, oh my god. Yeah, so many misses in this game. This is absurd. Wow. Yeah, this is terrible. E5 is bad because I should have played f4. I was talking about f4, and then I talked myself out of it. Annoying. Then here's all fine. Until he just blunders his bishop out of nowhere. And then I'm totally winning here. Like, literally, like, almost... Like, it's actually almost hard to find a move that... Oh my god, obviously... How did I not find rook f1? How did I not find rook f1? Oh my god, rook f1 should have been automatic for me. I can't believe I didn't play rook f1. Wow. But anyway, I blunder it terribly. Oh my gosh. It's funny that even though I was the only one with a real, like, big advantage, I have a lower accuracy than my opponent. So yeah, I definitely didn't deserve to win that game. So in all honesty, I'm kind of glad I didn't get ELO points from that, or rating points from that, because I didn't deserve to win it, but whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that we can all erase that game from our collective memory, and I'll catch you tomorrow. And I will not be skipping days in the future. It was just that yesterday was so stressful for me that, like, I literally had to, just for my mental health. But I will not be doing that often or pretty much ever in the future again. So thank you for watching. Again, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. Have a great night.